Hello everyone, thank you for checking out today's video. In this video, we're going to be covering scripting on ServiceNow while utilizing the Flow Designer feature. So what we need to do is let's head over to our catalog item and I will go ahead and describe our use case and then we'll get started. So this is a quick catalog item that I built just for this example and another example in the future. So it's very short, it's just 5 fields, and the top 4 are obviously single text fields, so the user fills those in. But then we have this one, which is a yes, no, and this is the one that we're going to be looking at in the scripting here in a moment. So this is an ode to the scene with Joe Pesci in the movie Goodfellas. So if you remember with him and Ray Liotta, he's like, "You really are a funny guy." So we're looking to see if the user selects yes or no. Now, if the user selects yes, what we're going to do is we're going to set the short description on the associated request item to "you really are a funny guy." If they select no, we're going to put "you're not a funny guy." Now, this probably makes no sense to anybody, but what this is going to do, it's going to give you some of the concepts so that maybe you actually have a useful use case where you can utilize the scripting feature on ServiceNow. And this is just intended to help you grasp the concepts and then do what you need with them. Okay, so let's go ahead and build out our flow. Okay, let's go ahead and select new. Let's put test flow. And we'll just run it as a system user. And everything else can stay the same. All right, for our trigger, this is a service catalog item. So see if we can select that. There we go. Service catalog, run in the background, yes. And we will associate it to the catalog item once we're done. Okay, first thing that we're going to do is we're going to get the catalog variables. So let's drag in our request item record. Let's select the name of our catalog item. It was called a file. What was it called? A file something? Look at that. I should have saved the name. Create a file. There we go. All right, these are all our variables on that catalog item. So let's bring those over. Done. Okay, next thing that we're going to do is we're going to update an existing record. So let's update our request item record, which is going to be created after the request is created after the user submits the catalog item. So we can probably leave all those alone. We're just worried about scripting for right now. So let's select the short description field. And then what we're going to do is we're going to toggle on scripting. Now you'll see this comment at the top. So this just tells you the pretty much how you can pull in the data from the Flow Designer. So you can use this if needed, but let's go ahead and start with our use case here. So we need to go ahead and declare our variable. So our variable is funny guy. Okay. And then you can see right here how you're supposed to dot walk to get what you need. So we're doing f_data dot get catalog variables, which is right here. And now we can go ahead and grab the variable that we need. So that's "are you a funny guy?" and semicolon. Next, we need to go ahead and set up our if. So let's go ahead and do if funny guy equal to yes, then return "you really are a funny guy." And then next, we'll do an else, return "you're not a funny guy." Oops, forgot my goodness. I have that in there too. So what we can do to avoid that is we could add in, there we go. Now I can add in my single tick. Perfect. So what we're doing is we're grabbing the variable from our get catalog variables, which is "are you a funny guy? Yes or no?" From there, we're doing an if, and we're checking to see if funny guy is equal to yes. If it is, it's going to return "you really are a funny guy," and it will set the short description to that. Otherwise, it will say "you're not a funny guy." It's very easy, right? But you guys can see that this is it's just getting you started. I'm sure you guys have much more complicated scenarios that you need to factor in, but hopefully you can use this and kind of build it out from there. So that is all we were trying to do. So next thing, we need to go ahead and activate this, and then we're going to go ahead and associate this flow to our catalog item. Let's go over to configure item. And where's the process? There we go. So it's called test flow. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and try it out. We'll just put some random info here. Test, 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 test. We'll say we are a funny guy. Order now. Check the short description, which should be somewhere on here. Maybe it's not on here by default. Go ahead and bring it over. Short description, and we'll put it up towards the top. Where do you think we should put it? Right there? You really are a funny guy. Okay, so we got that one to work. So let's check and see if we were to select no. And you can also check your flow context to kind of see what's going on. So maybe it's not aligning. I need to turn this on. How can I do it? Doesn't let me. I need to flow engine context. Check system property. Okay, let's go check that real quick. This properties.list. Okay, let's change that to on. Go back to our record. See if it'll let us look at it. Damn it. Why is it not working? Might be because it was already created, so maybe we need to do a new one. So let's create a new. Okay, so we'll do test, 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 test. We'll do no this time. Order now. You're not a funny guy. Okay, so we know that's working. Let's see if our flow context is letting us look at it. And it is. So if you go down here, you can see our get catalog variables, and you'll see all the variables that it's pulling in. So you can see that it is no. And if you come down to our update record, you can see that this short description is set to you're not a funny guy. And I don't think it tells us what's happening here with the code. You could see the code there to verify that you didn't have any syntax errors or anything like that. But that's pretty much it, guys. I hope that helps get you started. Now, scripting with Flow Designer it's vast. I mean, we could make multiple videos on this. I mean, you can script out flows, subflows, actions. So I would definitely refer to ServiceNow's documentation in case this use case was far too simple for what you're trying to do. But I will try to put out some more videos covering some of these other scenarios where you might need to script an action or a subflow. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next video very soon.